What up, comic book fam? Welcome back to Comic Book Circumstances. I'm hitting you with another new comic book day haul for June 23rd, 2021. 23 books in my stack. It was pretty heavy. Let's go. All right, starting with DC Comics. First, we got Mr. Miracle, Source of Freedom, #2. I went ahead and grabbed both the A and the B cover for this one. The B cover being one of my top covers of the week, so I had to go ahead and grab it. I have never heard of Mr. Miracle prior to purchasing #1, and I enjoyed #1. I felt like the narrative was a bit heavy-handed at times, with the hero dismissing one of his allies, saying you could never understand what it means to be an African American. And while that's true, I feel uncomfortable with that sort of language, especially when you're being dismissive of an ally, because while the ally could never truly understand or fully understand what it is to be a black man or a black person in America, they can certainly try, and it's certainly, empathetic is definitely a possibility there. And I feel like we should appreciate people, allies, who are trying to understand, who are trying to be empathetic, because that's way better than these fuck your feelings people, that just flip you off. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of this story. I'm interested to see where it goes. So sticking with that one for #2. Next up from DC Comics, we've got Robin, #3. Again, I went ahead and grabbed both the A and the B cover for this one. Love both these covers. Now, I had no plans of picking up Robin #1, but the week it came out, there was buzz about this Mortal Kombat type tournament, and it piqued my interest, so I went ahead and got it late. And I was happy that I did. I was interested in the writing. I was interested in the characters, even though I didn't know who anybody was. It was done in a way that made me want more, it made me want to learn more. And so it continued on with 2. I enjoyed 2 as well, so we're definitely back for #3. Looking forward to see where we're going with this one, what's Flatline about, what's going on with this island, who's going to win this damn tournament. Looking forward to it. Next is going to be Wonder Woman Black and White, also from DC's. I went ahead and got the cardstock variant cover. Again, one of my top covers of the week. I have no idea about Wonder Woman Black and Gold other than I really like the cover. It was a #1, and I'm new to comic books, so I was willing to give it a try. We'll see how that one goes. Even if it doesn't work out for me in terms of the read, I got no problem being a cover whore and buying that bad boy for the cover. Last one from DC is a new series, Checkmate. Honestly, don't know a whole lot about this one other than it's a new team with a new #1, and I'm new. I'm susceptible to #1, so I was willing to give this one a go. We'll see what's up. Tell me what you think about this one in the comments. All right, that is it for DC Comics. Moving on to Marvel Comics. First up, we've got Amazing Spider-Man #69. We are getting to the end of the Nick Spencer run here. Interested to see how he's going to wrap it up. I came in optimistic, knowing that people weren't filling the Nick Spencer run. I came in optimistic, feeling that maybe I would fill it. But overall, I have definitely not felt it, even though things seem to pick up for 65, 67, and even 68. He's ending on a good note here. Interested to see what's going on with Peter Parker's sister. Is she a clone? Is she not a clone? Excited to find out. Next up from Marvel is Heroes Return. This is the continuation of the Heroes Reborn series. I surprisingly have enjoyed this series, so I'm going to stick with it for the return portion of it. I went with the Stormbreakers variant. This is from Patrick Gleason. You probably know him from that ASM 55 cover and then the million other covers that came after that looked just like it. But I really like this style. I like the art on this one, so I chose this one. Looking forward to reading this one, see what these heroes do when they come back. All right, last up from Marvel Silk #4. I read 1 through 3 late, but I enjoyed it. A lot of folks were jumping off of this one after #1, feeling like there's not much space for another Spider-Man character. But I got plenty of space in my heart apparently, because I enjoyed 1 through 3 and I'm interested in 4, sticking with this one. All right, and that's it for Marvel Comics. That's it for the big 2. Moving on to AWAUpshot. This one was my number 2 pick of the week in terms of excitedness to read. I picked up 1 and 2 of this one late after reading some people be excited about it. I know AR Comics was one of them. Convinced me to jump in on this, and I'm glad that they did. I'm enjoying this story about a guy who found a car who has a woman inside of it. Interested to see where this one's going. Excited to read number 4. Moving on to Boom Studios, my number 1 pick of the week from the best guy doing it, King James Tynan IV. We've got Something is Killing the Children, number 17, continuing Erica Slaughter's origin story and how she entered into the House of Slaughter. I really enjoyed 16. I enjoyed looking back at young Slaughter, and my love affair with her continues and strengthens as we move into number 17. And I also had to get that B cover as well. Love that bad boy. Buying everything Something is Killing the Children to the moon with this one. This series is for real, and when we get that first trailer showing Erica Slaughter, whatever lucky actress gets to play her, this thing is going to, and I cannot wait. Last up from Boom Studios, we got a new series, Good Luck, number 1. Interested in this one. I don't know a whole lot, but it's a number 1. It's from Boom Studios, so I'm in to give it a try. And then I also ordered the Incentive 1 in 10 cover from Things from Another World because it's a number 1. You never know, and it was less than $10, so I pulled the trigger on it. All right, and a short stack from Boom Studios. Usually I have way more than 2, but that's all I got from them. Moving on to Aftershock Comics. One of my top reads of the week, gonna be Nuclear Family, number 5. We've learned more in 4. We've gotten into this facility where they are. We've met this kid who's helped us kind of escape, but really still don't know what the hell is going on in this story. But I'm super interested to find out, so I'm locked in for number 5. Still from Aftershock Comics, we got The Bequest, number 4. Now, I said last New Comic Book Day when this came out that I wasn't exactly feeling this one, and I may drop it. And that hasn't changed after reading number 3. I'm not exactly feeling this one. I may drop it, but I wasn't ready to drop it just yet. It's my wheelhouse. It's geeky RPG, magic, and lore kind of stuff. So it's just something that I should like, want to like, and I'm trying to give them every opportunity to suck me in. So we're gonna go ahead and stick with it for number 4. Also from Aftershock Comics, we got Phantom of the Scan, number 3. I don't know what's going on with this one either, but this is another one where I want to know what's going on. You've got heads exploding, you've got things coming out of these heads exploding, and you've got some people with some superpowers that may be dying, and they're trying to figure out how to stop it. So excited to see what's going on with this one. Phantom of the Scan, number 3. And that's all from Aftershock Comics. Moving on to the big stack of the week, and that's going to be from Image Comics. First up, we've got Spawn's Universe, number 1. It is finally here. The universe of Spawn. We're expanding, we're blowing this one up. The last $2.99 comic is blowing up into a new universe. I'm down with the Todd father since the 90s. I'm in with anything he's trying to do, and so I'm definitely in on this one. Excited to read this and see what's popping off. And then on this one, I also ordered the B, the C, and the D cover from Things from Another World because I just wanted to have all of them. I couldn't stop myself. Still with Image Comics, we've got another big one of the week, Stray Dogs, number 5. What is going to happen? I've been one of the people that's been excited about this one, talking about this one, buying every issue with bated breath, and I've liked it, but I would not be able to say that this bad boy is exactly delivered. And I'm hoping that number 5 does that. So we'll see. Excited to find out. Had to get both the A and the B covers on this one. Excited to read it. Next up from Image Comics, we've got Shadecraft, number 4. One of my top reads of the week. Excited to see. We continue to develop this world. We continue to develop her powers and her abilities with the shadow. And then we've got the twist at the end of the last one. If this shadow that's been following her around is not her brother, then what the hell, who the hell is it? Can't wait to find out Shadecraft number 4. All right, next up is The Old Guard Tells Through Time number 3. Now, I actually have bought number 1 and number 2, but I have not gotten around to actually reading this one. I ended up buying this one because my wife came to me and she said The Old Guard on Netflix is good. And I said, okay. And I went and checked it out and I agreed. The Old Guard on Netflix is good. I love stories about time. I love stories about immortality because it just blows my mind to think about the main character, Andy, being alive during ancient Greek times and interacting with people and then living that full span of life. You can really play with time on these, and I expect that's what this one has been doing. I just haven't made the time to stick this one at the top of my reading list just yet, but I'm gonna get to it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep buying it. It's from Image Comics. I'm down from Image Comics, and I think that it's probably gonna be good because it's really in my wheelhouse. So, but I probably should get to reading that to make sure. We'll do that soon. All right, and then last on my list this week from Image Comics is going to be The Lighthouse number 3. This was another one that was on the chopping block, like Bequest. And it's another one I felt like I was gonna drop. And in fact, I had decided that I was gonna drop it when I got into the store. But when I got in there and I was pulling my list and I was making one last look to make sure I hadn't forgot anything, I zeroed in on this Lighthouse and I decided to give it another go. So I bought number 3. We'll see how that one goes. Hopefully I like it and it sucks me in because I don't have a problem with having more books to read. I enjoy it, I like it. All right, comic book fam, that's my haul for the week of June 23rd, 2021. Let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what was your read of the week and what was your cover of the week. And if you enjoyed that, let the YouTube algorithm know that you want to see more comic book content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment so YouTube knows to push those things out there. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for coming through as always. Peace, comic book fam.